So let's remind ourselves why Zonta Says Now to gender equal climate action. This train was built during the Industrial Revolution, which is a time when humans started putting more greenhouse gas emissions into the atmosphere. And so they're accumulating, they're forming a blanket around the world and causing global warming and associated extreme weather events. We have extreme droughts, we have floods, fires, and storms that trigger social disruption and causes millions of people to lose their livelihoods and their homes. This social disruption magnifies any inequalities that exist, including gender inequality. Zonta Says Now actually stops the train by advocating for governments to meet their obligations under the Paris Climate Agreement and closing the gender equality gaps in education and health, economic opportunity, and safety. Climate change impacts women and girls of all ages and in all countries. And these are some of the women and girls that inspired the Zonta Says Now working group to take gender equal climate action. Let's start in Sudan. Deborah, age 9, has to walk farther each day looking for food, water, and wood in her drought-affected country. And there's no time for her to go to school. And she no longer has the opportunity to dream of being a teacher. In Mozambique, Ayan, age 11, is frightened as she is being sold into marriage. Her family lost everything in the floods that destroyed the crops and houses and all the buildings, and left the family destitute and unable to feed her. And child marriage seemed like a way out for her. In the Marshall Islands, Wailani, age 17, cannot sleep at night because she's afraid that storm surge will happen and she will drown in her bed. In Nigeria, Ralia, age 33, saw her entire market wash away in the floods, taking her livelihood. And she is worried about how she's going to feed her children. In Canada, Judith, age 42, has a daughter, Claire, age 7. Claire has extreme asthma. And this was made worse, of course, by the wildfire smoke. Judith is losing income as she has to stay home to care for Claire, and she's worried that she may lose her casual job. In Australia, Maria, age 79, walks to the local library in order to find relief from the extreme heat in the air conditioning there. Well, she doesn't have air conditioning in her rented apartment. She has a heart condition and she worries about how she will financially, physically, and mentally survive the heat this summer. And the list goes on. So you see, the climate crisis is not, for us, about statistics. It is about people. Zonta Says Now seeks climate justice for women and girls like Deborah, Ayan, Wailani, Leah, Judith, Claire, and Maria. We want women to be able to prevent and prepare for and respond to, as well as recover from the impacts of climate change on the same basis as men. We do this by taking gender equal climate action locally, nationally, and internationally. And to help us, we have a website and we have think tanks. And we use the 5-step framework for action, always guided by the Zonta International Strategic Plan and the Statement on Climate Change. And we've developed many other resources using the framework to help Zontans in their climate justice journey. Our latest initiative is the Virtual Art Gallery.